Have you ever stumbled on negotiations with a seller and you're like, oh, what do I do? Let me go over 3 things that would definitely help you out. And it's really helped me when it comes to residential and commercial negotiations. Let's start. All right. So first things first, when it comes down to negotiating, you need to understand exactly, number one, what is the seller's goal? Period. This doesn't matter if it's residential or commercial, period. Now, when it deals with what is their goal, that's basically like, is it a cash goal? Do they need to get out of the property fast? What is going on? What is their issue, right? There's a great book called Spin Selling that actually kind of goes over it. The S stands for situation. What is the situation they're dealing with? So to me, I always look at it like, number one, what's their goal? Number two, really easy, which is then saying, okay, what's the facts of the deal? Look, I've done over 107 transactions, and I always go over the exact same thing. Goal number one, facts number two. What's the facts of the entire transaction? Meaning, what's the facts? Meaning, what's the mortgage? How much cash they need right now? What's the situation that's happening right now? What does that even look like? We don't even know yet, right? But you need to ask them that question. I call it the fast, slow, creative solution. So when it deals with it, again, you got goal down here, right? Write down the goal. You could even put this on one sheet of paper, a T-bar. That's what we call it. Then next, what you want to do is then you want to ask them and say, okay, now you've got the goal, you got the facts. Now you're going to say, okay, what is a fast way that we can get this resolved? It may be a cash offer, but a lot less because now you're taking a lot more risks, but that's a fast way. Then you've also got another way that's actually really helpful as well. And that's going to be the next one, slow. Slow may be, they don't really need the cash right now, which is fantastic. But they need something right now. But that's later on. That's the next one, right? But slow could be, really the property needs no work, doesn't need anything. And you just link up with one of your retail realtors that you actually have as a partner possibly. And then you could get that in the visual to actually just list the property, or you could list the property, because not every property actually needs to be bought. What I've discovered is this: when it deals with properties, 50% of the time a seller is going to give you a shout. That property doesn't even need anything. And it's actually a pretty good deal. So you don't have to, put the wool over their eyes and, try to do something that's no integrity. You could keep 100% of your integrity and actually from just telling the truth. For example, kind of like when I took one house on 9 acres of land, right? And then I converted over to 25 houses. I told the lady, she wanted literally I think it was like $650,000. I had no money at that time. I was actually going through a separation. And what came up was we actually made the deal work. I just told her the truth. Say, look, I don't know what I'm doing, but I think there's a possibility we could do a subdivision here, but there's definitely value. So I'm gonna lock this up right now, and I'm gonna figure out a way how I can get you to deposit of 25 grand. That is an option, which now we're gonna second thing or third thing, right? So you got goal, facts. Now you have the option, 3 different options on actually making this deal work: fast, slow, or creative. So we talked about slow. That's just the retail side of it, right? The creative side, that's where 25% of your deals are going to come out. And out of those deals, remember, and I tracked everything. So after 100 deals, you'll see what happens. So after about 100 transactions, what I noticed was 50% of the time they're retail, 25% of the time they are fix and flip, 25% of the time they're creative deals. But about 20% of inside of the creative and fix and flip, they're coming from referrals, and your biggest deals are going to be possibly commercial. And those commercial deals are coming directly from referrals that, just like this, that are coming from your customers. This was a referral from a customer. One house on 9 acres, converted to 25 houses. Then we made it a better layout, 39 houses to 41 houses. 41 houses, got it approved, got it under contract. We chose KB Homes for $1.25 million. Sold it to KB Homes. First house they ever did was they named the street after my family, 7187 Cruise Court. That was the first house. Real deal. And you can look it up. It's in Lakeland, Florida. So what I'm telling you actually works. So let's review it one more time. Let's rewind. Number one, What is their goal? What is the goal, right? Number two, it's my favorite chair. Number two, when it comes down to it, now you got goal, facts. What are the facts of the situation? What's the facts for them? You have to go in there as almost like a counselor, right? What are the facts? Number three, there's three different ways how to make the deal work, but there's 5 points that you got to make sure you hit. So goal, facts, fast, slow, or creative. Fast way, low cash offer, because you're taking all the risks. They need to understand that. And just break it down for them as well. Break down exactly how much money you're going to make, how much are closing costs, how much are realtor commissions if you have to pay that. Everything. Just tell the truth. Remember, every single customer has to be the one that you love the most. For me, every single customer is Nancy, which is my mom. And she passed away when I was 10, so it's near and dear to my heart. So remember that. Second thing is slow. If it doesn't need any work, don't try to always get a deal, man. Just look, the property doesn't need any work. I'm going to do the best I can. Let's make you as much money as we can. And I'll just get on the upside. If I'm the realtor or I have a deal worked out with a partner realtor, boom, done. Okay. Third thing, what you can do is what? Creative. Be creative. Just like I structured that deal was $25,000 now, $50,000 later on, payments of $100,000 until fully paid in 2 years, right? Balloon payment. Remember this on creative. As long as two people sign and agree, you have a deal. Remember that. As long as two people sign and agree, you have a deal. So make that work. Because at the end of the day, what matters is really just getting your reps in, because you're going to get some really great deals, and then you're going to get some deals that you're like, God, man, what the hell just happened here? And it's all good. There's nothing wrong with any of it. So anyway, hopefully this makes sense. If you got something out of this, you want a ton of different case studies that you want to check out, you can go to our website, trueinvestors.com. If you've got any kind of properties that you're working, in a sense of a big properties, I would say, you could definitely fill out the application on there. If it's something that we could work on, great. And if not, and you could take this, please do, because this formula has really helped. Again, fast, slow, or creative. Make sure that you start with the goal. Make sure that you get their facts. And then you're coming up with a fast, slow, creative solution. And at the very end, you're just asking them, hey, out of these three choices, which one are you leaning towards? That's it. Which one are you leaning towards? All right. Talk to you later. Bye.